So I was on Indeed earlier today, and a gentleman at Greenhouse Environmental Pest Control contacted me out of Sarasota, but I think he just does their hiring or their beginning. Anyways, those of you that know, I made a video about Aptiv. I'll probably copy and paste that to this video. So I'm not going to bore you with my credentials and my experience in the past 2 decades or more of pest control, but I've done everything from bed bugs. Before there were bed bugs, I was an exterminator, and I don't mean that figuratively and metaphorically, but I've done everything from wildlife control to take Africanized bees out of residences, restaurants, and airplanes at the Las Vegas McCarran International Airport. A lot of German roaches, a lot of stuff to the average person that would be boring, but to those exterminators, that's what it was called when I was getting into pest control back in the late 90s. I had hair. I worked for Sears Termite and Pest Control out of Titusville, Florida. Yeah, Sears, the department store, had a pest control thing. Long story short, I'm looking, I would like to get back into pest control, but this is what I'm not looking for. The gentleman I was talking to goes, yeah, our technicians do anywhere from 15 to 18 houses, mainly outsides. And then I was already ready to go. Yeah, I'm not interested. But then we use an extension brush or a DeWeber or a Webster, and we knock down all the spider webs, whether it's dirty or not. We web the whole soffit of the house and all that shit, which is just the most fucking time consuming and just redundant. If anything, that kind of shit is not why I got into pest control. I don't mind knocking off some wasp nests and stuff like that and knocking a couple spider webs down. But here in Florida and in the deep south, these pool cages get covered in spider webs. So you will be outside someone's house in the heat for 45 minutes just doing the spider webs. That's not pest control to me. You know what I mean? You should call it something else. But he's like, yeah, sometimes they do 20 houses. I was already like, yeah, this is not what. So I'm just asking anybody that's ever worked for Greenhouse Environmental. It just sounds like another bullshit company like Aptiv and these companies that want you to just do all this nonsense. And how are you doing 15 houses? Like, are you a customer of Greenhouse Environmental? How are you doing 15 houses? So 2 an hour would be 16, which, I mean, that's pretty decent if you're moving, and it's a tight-knit route. But it's like, what kind of like service are we giving people? Are we just fucking wiping dust around and knocking down some cobwebs, or are we out here, guns blazing, banging out some like real pest control, doing some crack and crevice work, doing some, perimeter stuff, are we dusting palm trees? Are we, like looking to see what areas need to be sealed up around the house? Are we doing garages? Are we getting around the air conditioner, making sure rats can't run up that AC line? It's like, no, you're not. You're going around with a backpack, spraying some bullshit, and hoping for the best. I just told the guy I'm not interested. But if anybody wants to comment below that's had any experience with them, please feel free. And when I find the Aptiv video, I'm going to copy and paste it.